under attack. Need help.
Witness the movie Babe.
Babe, devastating attack.
That'll do, Babe.
Do you do the voice text? Is that what you do a lot of times?
Oh,
I remember you said something. You sent me something, and I'm like, I'm sorry, what?
The fuck you say?
I remember I sent you like the picture of what it. I tried to say gracias, and it said good ass yes.
Oh yeah.
Are you Russian?
Today, I was doing that. I was telling my mom that I was coming back from weed offs. And it says,
Oh, no.
I was coming back from eat ass.
You should have sent it and been like, oh, that's what I was doing.
Well, I tried to do it a second time, and it said weed office. I was like,
Even
whatever.
better. I'm coming back from weed office. Mom, I got a new job. It's at the weed office. Chris, that's your new company name.
I head there every day
I like
after I
it.
eat ass.
I eat ass and I go to the weed office and do some
Think
paperwork.
fast, eat ass.
No, that's not me, dog.
Here we
That's
go.
that's staying in, by the way.
It'll
The
be
first thing you're hearing is
everyone.
be fast, eat ass. Whatever you said.
Booze money.
Should I lead off with my Snapple fact?
Yep, seems to be as is tradition.
All right. Real fact number 139. Hawaii is the only state with one school district.
Huh.
It's interesting.
All
Even
right.
with the multiple islands?
I know.
I
that's
feel
weird.
like the main island has more of like the school stuff, maybe. So they probably. I mean,
They take a ferry
they
to
skip
the...
school to another
Probably.
island.
I should ask. I know
Maybe
a lot
they
of
don't
people.
have any like schools on the smaller islands.
Maybe.
I do know a lot of people that are from that area. I should ask them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Call them up right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
call them live. Let's see.
I don't have any. No, I'm not gonna do that.
No, you are.
Damn, that's all I'm going to be thinking about this entire time now.
I'll let you know tomorrow when I'm at work. Be like, hey man, I gotta ask you a question. How many school districts? Why is there only one school district in Hawaii? I know you're not technically from there, but you're all in the same place, right? Is that racist?
And he'll be like, that's a lie, bro. And then we'll know that Snapple's
Snapple's
full
lying.
of shit.
Like, bro, there's actually like 5. One for each island, you dumbass.
Yeah.
So, Christopher. I'm not gonna call you that ever again. That sounded weird. We left off on some fun stuff, right?
Yeah, top of this large statue, you're standing, at least Rats and Kima are standing up here, kind of looking out, have a bird's eye view of the land that you've been traveling through. EP?
I leveled up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk about that.
We've completely forgot.
Yeah. I actually should have leveled up, like 2 episodes ago?
Nope.
No.
We just finished the combat.
I mean, we technically... Oh, did we say we continued through the
Yes.
the bathhouse? Okay.
Yeah, we had to do a bunch of DPS.
Well, then, yeah. Then I leveled up.
Yay!
I got second level spells.
So,
And so high atop this statue, this reclining elven figure staring up at the sky, Rats, Kima, and I think EP made it up there. I'm not sure. I can't remember.
I made it right here.
Okay. So EP is back down in the statue
right.
with Domosh.
I'm right next to Domosh.
where I'm having this panic attack.
You take a shot at this Sheeran. Sheeran drops the rifle, the sniper rifle, and says, I surrender. And the
He
wind...
had a knife in his hand last time.
He did.
Yes, a sword, yes. Drop the sword, and it clank, clank, clanks, falls down to the ground below.
Damn it, I want it.
And, yeah, the wind's just blowing. You guys are standing there in silence, and your prisoner is waiting for what's next. I said I surrender.
Rats is pretty amped up, I'd say, right now.
He's like, I'm ready to go. Let's do this.
I push him.
He lands on his sword. The sword landed hilt into the ground, so when he lands, it impales into this.
Oh, man. Whew, I didn't really think about this. I'm going to have to talk to the guy.
Damn it!
Damn,
I didn't think
I
about
thought I'd kill
roleplay.
him. First off, does it seem like we're all the way through this thing, or there's still more to be?
Yeah, it seems like you've been through this whole
Okay.
area.
All right, just checking.
Well, if you're gonna kill me, get it over with. Otherwise, let's get on with it.
Are you going to
Okay, fuck. He just slowly undoes his armor. And he's like, I've been watching you for a long time in battle.
By the way, I don't know if I showed you a picture of this
No,
character last time.
No, never mind. He's ugly. He's a bug boy.
Yeah, Sheeran, kind of like blue
Nobody ever
insect skin almost, compound eyes.
He's wearing a skirt of...
Hey, it's
bullets.
2018. Don't judge him.
It's
A bandolier?
a bandolier.
I know, but it looks like a skirt. Like a little schoolgirl outfit.
Weird.
I didn't expect the rifles to look like that. Looks like those weapons from Borderlands.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Huh. Sword looks pretty lit, though.
I think for starts, we'll just haul him down to this the center room in the statue, so we can kind of guard the exits.
While they're bringing him down, EP's going to go over to Domash and touch him on the shoulder, and he's going to use an ability. It's called Mind Link.
Mind thrust.
Mind Thrust. I'm out of those spells.
Creepy touch.
No! Uncle Joe, no! Not again!
Says you can form a mental link with creatures you touch, communicating information rapidly through it. You can use Mind Link at will, blah, 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 once per day against any individual. So basically, I can communicate 10 minutes of information into a round.
For 10 minutes, all he does is show Domash killing that guy over and over again. Driving home what he's done. Look what you've done, you're a murderer!
No, it takes 6 seconds. So basically, if you want to resist it, you can.
I don't think he's in any condition to resist.
Okay, I'm just saying, there is a will save. Okay, so basically, he sends you a bunch of information.
Well, if there's a will save, I'm just going to roll it for shits and gigs.
Okay.
I don't remember where it's at.
Oh, it doesn't work.
I know. Oh, it's a 17.
Yeah, you would have passed. Okay, so basically he sends you... So I was thinking, since he doesn't see it he doesn't see the world the way you do, I like to envision it being similar to the detective vision from the Arkham games, except even less color. So it's just black and gray, basically. And then I imagine, just like in the Arkham games, the humans or the life forms are like glowing, like a orange.
You can see their aura.
Yeah. Basically, he sends you like what he saw on a day where on Absalom Station, an attack that Cult of the Devourer, and him treating the wounded there. And then later on, he sends you another thing where he was actually looking up information on the Cult of the Devourer, and he looked up basically a saying that they have. We will take your future, we will take your past, and we will dissolve your present into nothingness.
God, that's
Pretty edgy.
And that's he sends you like more flashes of, because he's come across these people multiple times.
Okay.
And he sends you like basically the destruction that they seem to leave behind.
Interesting. Yeah, so all the while he's just still sitting on the ground, like all of this going through his head.
Yeah, this takes 6 seconds.
Oh.
You get all this information in
6
6 seconds.
Yeah, so he kind of was like, he's just sitting there not saying anything with this 1,000-yard stare, trying to process everything he saw. And after a few, maybe a minute or two, he doesn't even realize that you guys come down. He's still just sitting there, dead-eyed. Why did you show me that?
These are the people we are dealing with. They do not deserve to live.
Mate, I think everyone's at least... You can try to save everybody. I mean, at least once, right? I mean, you don't have to just outright kill everybody. I mean, yeah, people do bad stuff all the time, but everybody's worth redeeming.
Not if they're trying to kill you first.
He kind of stands up, and he's like, look, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but it just doesn't sit well with me. It's just something I don't want to do. I'd rather talk it out than try to kill somebody.
That's going to get you or us killed.
Yeah, I know. But it's not something I can just get over overnight, you know? It's been going on for a few weeks. It's just something that I've been wrestling with. Just the thought of having a body count, it scares me, EP. The thought of these are people's kids, you know? They're going to find out their son, their daughter, they died. I mean, yeah, it's a cult, sure, I get it, it's bad, but, you know, that's still someone's kids. I just can't fathom, what if I had kids and I found out that they were killed like that? Yeah, I'd be disappointed, but I'd still be, that's my kid. I love him no matter what, you know? maybe it's just me projecting my feelings on everything else, but killing's just not my thing, man. Like, I'm sorry it's putting you guys in danger, but I just can't do it.
You see the Sheeran get pushed into the room, and Rats comes walking in behind him. He's like, he just shoots Domash a look, and he's like, hey, thanks for all your help.
He just looks down, doesn't say anything.
And we kind of corner the Sheeran into the back of the room. And Rats is like, he's like bloodied, like he's got blood coming out of his mouth. He's got bruises all over him and stuff. And he's like, all right, buddy. We want some answers now.
May the Star Eater consume your souls. We will bring this about. Make no doubt about that.
EP goes into Domash's head. See?
Rats takes out his Inferno. Well, he's still holding his Inferno knife.
Right.
And he clicks the trigger on it and sprays petrol all over him.
My compound dies!
Oh, 100 of them!
I want to know what you guys are doing out here, and I'm going to get answers.
As I said, you will all meet your doom when the Star Eater consumes this world, and that is exactly what we are trying to do on our journey out here. I don't know specifics. Taoman only told me a little bit. Unfortunately, I was not able to go out to the temple with him, but he saw something in those broadcasts from the Drift Rock. Symbols, letters, writing, and he recognized it. And so it led him here. And we will uncover the answers to bring about the destruction that our great forebears have set to wrought upon this universe. Nyara be praised. We will bring about the destruction that she wrote about so long ago, and it will be our cult, our sect, that has the glory.
Okay, what was the name that he just said? Nyara?
Nyara. Yeah.
What's... can I make some kind of check to know what that is?
Yeah, I can't remember what knowledge... culture.
Culture.
Yeah. I can't want to say history, but it's not Pathfinder.
Yeah, it's really close.
What?
Natural 20.
Mine was on 20 and then rolled back onto a 13, but I had 23.
27.
So, okay, you both would know. It's kind of obscure, but Nyara was an elven figure that lived a long, long time ago. She devoted her life to uncovering means by which to destroy the universe. She wrote a lot of cryptic things in books and basically came up with like a Bible, which this cult now uses as their spiritual scripture. And it's called The Entropy of Existence and Glorious Rise of the Void. So that's like the big thing that she is known for. But this is basically what they use to follow and achieve their goals. It's basically like, think of like Revelation from the Bible. Like it foretells all this stuff, but it's very cryptic, so it's kind of hard to discern.
Mm-hmm. Can you spell that name for me?
Nyara?
Yes.
It's Nyara. It is fortunate that you are all here to witness these events unfolding firsthand. You should delight if you have the opportunity to die here. Let me kind of describe this room, too, while you're contemplating. Because we kind of rushed past this during the fight. But in this room, it's a domed circular room. Overhead, there are skylights and windows, some of them open. And you can just feel like a steady stream of air flowing in from outside. And then all over the floor, there's like this ring of slime and mold that forms like this misshapen circle on the ground. And you know, it's years and years of this collecting, presumably water getting into these windows. And you can kind of see something underneath of it, symbols, shapes. It's hard to tell. And then you also see like a bunch of like beads, small beads, like just scattered about the room.
All beads.
Roll me a perception check.
Sight base?
Yes.
Oh, natural 20.
Natural 20.
Oh, I got a 3. I got a 10 total.
Mine's or modified 20.
Okay, so Rats, Kima, you're looking kind of around, contemplating, thinking about stuff, and you see that there's about 15 of these beads just all over the place, and they look like they're pretty valuable. Where they came from, you don't know, but they're just scattered all over the place.
So it doesn't look like they were placed there.
It looks like maybe they like fell from something and just kind of like hit the ground and just dispersed.
Okay. I look up.
They look very old.
I look up.
Oh. Yeah, you look up, you see like hooks and things, but there's nothing like really, like they're not like pointy or anything. Like maybe there was part of some sort of decoration that used to hang here.
Okay.
It's since gone.
A lot of stuff to unpack here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gonna kill him?
I don't know what to do with them.
She does have some gear on her, if anybody's interested.
Sure, why not?
She's got Kasatha microcord armor, although you would have to take it off of her.
No.
Her dueling sword, which unfortunately fell to the ground. Her Shiranai rifle. She's got 2 Mark 1 serums of healing, a personal comm unit, field rations, and a cred stick with 1,000 credits on it. You also find like a data pad on her as well.
If we had our comm unit, you can listen into what the cult's doing. Technically,
Oh,
right?
I'm sorry. Yeah, it's the comm unit, not a data. The comm unit data pad's a one device.
Oh, okay.
Oh, could that work?
Well,
I mean-
yeah, Rats will take the data pad and he just kind of looks around everyone else. He's like, keep an eye on it.
Oh, on the Shiran?
Yeah.
On it. Yeah, and she's just sitting there in the corner staring at all of you. And what passes for a smile from this bug-like creature's face, I mean, it's just from antenna to antenna.
Okay, can I get some information off this data pad?
It is secured, so you need to roll a computer's check to unlock it.
I know a thing or two about computers.
Natural 1.
17?
Okay, so you're able to hack into this thing. You see that there's several logged communications with another unit, and it conveys updates about this Shiran's movements throughout the jungle and the different ways in which she has harassed you. You see a call about how she fired into a herd of large creatures that came stampeding towards you. She writes down like several communications about movements that she has made throughout, observing you throughout your journey, how she harassed local creatures to just target you and rush towards you, basically getting in your way as much as possible without ever making direct confrontation. And then also you find some recorded broadcasts of an Eoxian reality program and Bloodsport with productions by the Librian celebrity Zoe, including an entire session of the viscerally grotesque Survival Deathmatch Extreme.
Play.
It's like rated like you don't want to watch it. Nobody. It's really grotesque.
Can we get a clip from that? I was expecting like announcers, but that's fair too.
What was the other gear? I got a Shiranai rifle, 2 serums of healing.
Yes,
Comm unit.
the comm unit, which Rats has.
I'm
Field rations, cred stick with 1,000 on it.
1,000. We're gonna swipe that for sure. Adding it to the party.
So are you just like walking up and like patting her down and taking everything that you could take?
Yeah. I'm holding her arms behind her.
I mean, I guess you guys are. I'm tracking
Looking through
the data pad.
What was her armor?
Kasatha microcord 1.
I guess we took that too.
You're gonna
gonna
stand there and strip her?
Stripper.
Sure.
All right.
I mean, it's armor, not clothing.
I know, but you're gonna
don't-
take the time to like undo all of her armor and take it off of her. I'm not saying you're gonna make her naked.
EP's getting a second base.
Oh yeah. Take it off.
Oh
God.
It won't save you.
Who are you?
I would revel in death.
Good.
It meant
I don't have a gun.
Do you have a gun?
I would revel in death, knowing that I gave my life to further the Star Eater's
I
agenda.
put my finger on her mouth.
Not in her mouth.
Oh, I just assumed since he sticks his finger in the cat's mouth.
Yeah.
God damn it.
I forgot that was a thing.
Did you find anything interesting?
No, just that this thing's been a thorn in our side for the past couple of days.
Oh, how so?
I'll just show her the communications.
All right.
And she starts watching the Deathmatch Extreme.
No, you've gone too far.
You watch the guy getting eviscerated. You've gone too far.
And don't forget, I mean, there's some kind of symbols that like seem like they're on the floor, but they're also covered by like this mold, and so they're not really easily discernible at this point.
Domarch is gonna walk over and try to brush it away, if he can.
Yeah, you get down and you start scraping at it, and it seems like it's coming off pretty easily.
Okay.
So if you spend any amount of time there, you eventually begin to uncover this weathered but perfectly symmetrical circle of 12 carved stars. Like they're like little divots, and they're all like set around this thing equidistant. The carvings, they're collecting water, organic matter. It's really hard to see. You notice that there is this strange writing, and suddenly it hits you like these are the things that you've seen on the Drift Rock. These are where these symbols have come from. How Queemzon was here. He investigated these things. This is where they were reported at.
Interesting.
Yeah. So like he relays all this information. Like he calls Rats over and he's like, "Oh, hey, don't these look familiar? Like, weren't these on the Drift Rock?"
Yeah, those were on the Drift Rock. This is probably where they originated.
So no, this is Kevin talking. So theory, the
Go.
Drift Rock was part of a device or something, or a ship that the elves built.
Maybe.
What?
I mean, I was thinking the same thing. Like, did the elves, because they had like, weren't some of the gates the elves too? Like, wasn't that their thing?
What do you? Oh, the
Yeah.
gates we used to get to.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I mean, they're not incapable of making crazy tech stuff. So maybe it was theirs.
Yeah.
Maybe the elves are trying to wipe out everything in the galaxy.
That'd be fun.
I mean, aren't they like super elitist?
I'm not sure.
Well,
We're kind of. There's one more piece of thing we have to get done here. What are we gonna do with the Sheeran?
Leave him outside to rot.
He's not.
Where's the Kassar? Oh,
Tie him up and let the weather get to him. To her. Sorry.
It.
She did just say she revels the idea of death, so let's just let her suffer a little bit first. I think she's deserving of that.
I wonder if those monkeys will stop following us if she's not doing anything.
they stopped following us
That's right.
days ago.
Yeah, they did.
Is there information we can get out of her as to where the camp is, or do we pretty much know where we're going?
We're going.
We're going.
that way anyway.
Okay. So she's useless.
At this point, yeah. The only information she could give us is stuff we can already
Already know.
assume or
Okay.
know.
Well, that's Kima's vote. Tie her outside to a tree for the sun to get her.
EP doesn't care.
My main concern is, like, because obviously Rats doesn't want to have to kill people unnecessarily, but I'm worried about her being able to catch up to us and make things difficult again.
Yeah.
You know my vote.
Kill her
Yeah.
Absolutely.
in cold blood.
I'm gonna walk up and just punch in the face when she dies.
Yeah, it's a tough decision. You can't have this unknown causing you any more trouble than she already has. But then there's the question of morality here. Mm-hmm. And is leaving this person to die any more moral than
A quick death.
just killing them outright? Sure, you're not getting blood on your hands at that point.
Ultimately, she wants to die.
I'd still argue the fact that if you were the one to tie that person up to leave in the sun, you're still getting their blood on your hands.
But
'Cause
exactly.
you're-
Yeah,
So,
I agree.
mean, no matter what, someone's getting, guilty conscience is going to be had at some point or another.
I mean, based on what information we have gathered from this group, you heard it from her mouth. She doesn't care about
Then kill
anything.
her. Then you can kill her.
I'm just saying, she wants to die.
I'm not
Let's let
saying
her die.
don't. I'm just saying Domash's vote is no, but if I'm going to be outruled, then there's nothing I can do about it.
I've been trying to look it up without making a lot of noise. What's ID moss? Is that like a...
It's a poison.
Okay, because I have that. I could just give it to her and be like, here,
I
kill
don't
yourself.
think it kills you, though, does it?
I can check. It can if she doesn't pass the checks.
But if she's going to die, I don't feel like she'll, just let it happen.
It's a fortitude save. I feel like fortitude is not... You can't just choose to fail a fortitude save, right? Or am I stupid?
Well,
No, I'm
or
sorry.
you could just give up. Yeah, you could just be like, I'm just gonna not fight it and just give up.
If we take all of her stuff,
Which we have, apparently.
right? Her chances, anyway, of surviving out there without anything is very slim to none. So, you're like, here, if you want to survive, good luck. Otherwise, here's a quick way out. You do it yourself.
I mean, yeah, without the environmental protections of her armor, she
Pretty much dies in the daytime anyway.
not necessarily die, but it's going to slow her down a lot, so she's not going to be able to keep up with us as much as she was before.
Mm-hmm.
She would have to fail 6 fortitude saves of DC 14 to die from that.
It's tough. And then I wonder, like, if you do leave her, to die, whatever method, is this going to fracture things even more with Domash,
Right.
between the group? How is that going to impact you guys as a party in the future? Or is this one of those things like, well, tough, you suck it up, we're doing what we have to do to survive?
I feel like that's the sentiment. Like, yeah, it sucks, but I think for the group, it needs to be done. He's just not happy about it. Like, it's a necessary evil.
Question.
But he's not going to be the one to do it.
I love the level of thought that's going into this.
We're wasting a lot of time now.
Yeah, we are.
A lot of time.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
So Domash kind of stands up, and he's going to be like, he's going to clear his throat. All right, look, I know we have to do what we're all thinking, but I'm not going to be the one to do it. I'm not okay with it, but it's a necessary evil. Time is not our friend here. We just need to make the decision and go. All the while, he's still, like, shaking. Like, you can see it. He's, like, visibly shaking.
Yeah.
He's not looking at you, though.
is anyone able to just punch her
Rats.
out cold? Go night-night.
Rats summons his arc pistol, which he left on the stairs.
Let me go get that real quick, guys.
He calls it to his hand and levels it at the Sheeran. I just want you to know, we are going to stop whatever you have planned. And he pulls the trigger.
Yeah, you blast her right in the face.
Roll the attack, roll it.
And her body thuds to the ground.
EP puts his hand on Domash's shoulder.
Domash feels really sick. Like, he feels very nauseous. He just kind of, like, looks
He
at...
casts remove condition.
He's nauseous again. Just, like, hearing the thud, he immediately turns and walks out of the room. And, like, back outside. He just needs some fresh air.
Yeah. Rats turns and he's like, all right, I'd say we probably only have a couple of hours until she wakes back up because
Stun.
his gun has been on non-lethal damage this whole time. Let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah, let's go.
Ah. I like it.
So you make your way back down the stairs through the long room that has the benches, the tattooed elves overhead. Head back into the cleansing room, back out. You meet Domash back outside.
What time is it?
It's like late. It's like early morning, late at night.
Real quick, did we say that we picked up the pearls? Because I feel like Kimo would have at least wanted one.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you can run back. You didn't get very far.
Like, oh wait, guys, I forgot something. No, just kidding. I'm saying she grabbed it on the way out.
You're just grabbing one?
Put them in your backpack.
She's just grabbing all of them, like...
I mean, they can only cost, like, what, light bulk?
Yeah, they're worth 80 apiece, 80 credits apiece.
What's the
Wait,
difference?
15 of them?
They're negligible. I mean, these are small little beads.
I mean, oh, okay.
One?
Well, if they're small, then...
yeah, you're not like carrying around like a
I was
basketball
gonna say,
size
like,
thing.
if it's the size of my palm, I'm not...
You said there was
giving
15 of them?
Yeah.
15.
Okay.
Write it down.
Yeah.
I thought yeah, right.
She has it in
You
her
were doing it
inventory.
all.
If it's in your bag, then sure.
Off onto the trail, back onto our way. Try to get at least a few more hours of moving before we have to rest again.
So Keem comes running back down the stairs. Hey, guys. And you begin to walk out of the statue and make your way back onto the direction due northwest, heading up the mountain range. Everybody roll a perception check.
Sight-based?
You can roll it. I'll let you know if you never not roll it.
Ooh.
Doesn't matter.
26.
14.
14.
16.
16.
6.
6. Okay. Fortunately, even with that 6, Rats, you are fully aware that you've got two creatures pounding their way towards you.
Burp. It was the burp that got it.
It was the burp that got it. And Rats, you're the only one who can pinpoint out in this darkness that you've got two Kasargs rushing straight towards you.
Oh, I don't want to fight.
Everybody roll for initiative.
Oh, no.
What the fuck?
Damn it.
Well, that was a bummer.
Quick, everyone run back in the statue. We can't chase us up the stairs.
Let's go back in and rest.
Go up to the top of the thing.
EP, what do you got?
Not good. 11.
Rats,
15.
Kima,
10.
and Domash,
19.
19. Okay, Domash, you are up first.
I truly feel like this is going to be a TPK right here.
With two of them? Probably.
We haven't had a chance to rest. I've burnt through all of my spells. I don't have any stamina right now. I'm down hit points.
Are we able to run back into this thing and block the door?
I feel like they're big enough where they couldn't get through the door anyway, right?
That's an option. They're pretty far away from you at this point. They're over like 100 feet away.
I mean, we're dumb. Or, no, we aren't dumb, sorry.
You're dumb. Fuck you.
I was going to say we aren't dumb if we really don't feel like we can do this. I feel like we'd be like, hey, look, shelter. Let's try and take cover.
I mean, I can... Is anybody down hit points?
I'm just down stamina.
I'm down 2 hit points.
I mean, I'm fine. I think you helped me last time.
I just think we had trouble with one of them, let alone two.
Yeah.
Okay, so Rat sees these things coming, and he's like, all right, back into the statue.
Okay.
You all right? So we can hear them, right?
Yeah,
like thundering across the ground.
We just don't know what it is, because he would...
He rolled the
Yeah.
lowest, and he still saw him.
Yeah, these things are not stealthy at all.
Yeah,
Okay.
plus it was... I could hear it.
That's a good idea.
Huh.
Yeah, so I assume we all run in there and try and block and lock any kind of entrances and block and lock.
With what?
There wouldn't be a door or something? Or is it wide open?
Was there a door to get in the first time?
There's a door. It's
Yeah.
just it was wide open from them being in there before you guys got there.
Okay.
So
we rush back in and slam the door shut?
okay, yeah. I mean, you got plenty of time. They're like over 150 feet away,
Okay.
and you all are actually going before they do, so you can make it back in.
So now he rolls low.
I kind of want to, go to the top, to vantage point, to see kind of where they end up,
Okay.
right? Is that, the only place we can look out?
There's window. You can go to the top. There's windows in the room that is the head of the statue that you would be able to look out, which is where you were being fired at from before. I forget who noticed it. I think it was Rats.
Oh,
Dope.
him.
So,
I shot at him, that's what.
Yeah, that's what I want to do is go to the head of the statue to look out and see. Well,
Okay.
try and see, I guess.
all right. So you rush up to the head of the statue, and you're looking out, and you see that these things are just almost look like they're putting their tentacles down on the ground,
Oh, they're smelling.
yeah,
Oh.
and they're making their way, following that as they're running towards the statue. And you see them get up to the statue.
He's doing that with his nose on the mic stand.
Yeah, you see them get up to the statue, and then they kind of go around to where the feet are, and you lose sight of them from there.
Oh, God.
And
That's where the stairs are.
yeah, and then Rats, everybody else who's still by the front door, you kind of hear these things out the door,
It's so gross.
and you hear them pounding on the door a couple of times.
Is this like a wooden door? What are we talking here?
No, this is more of a stone door,
Okay.
and because this whole statue is made out of stone.
Gotcha.
And after a few minutes, they kind of stop banging, and they kind of move off. You're not kind of sure where, but they kind of move off. Kima you might see them from your perch, kind of moving around the perimeter of the statue.
So, they're circling.
Yeah, they're just kind of circling around.
Like sharks.
So at this point, we don't need to be in combat rounds anymore.
Right.
But
Feels like we have to fight them.
Well, probably.
How big are these windows? Like, would it be safe to assume they can't get in them? Like, are they too big?
These are like basically sniper holes,
So
for
we
lack of a
can
better
shoot
yeah,
out
yeah,
without them coming in.
yeah, yeah. They
So
can't.
let's do that.
Yeah, they can't really climb up the side of this structure.
Okay.
Another option is start our rest now.
Yeah, I mean, I think at this point you've been traveling for a little more than half of the day, so you could always just hunker down here
Yeah.
and hope that they go away.
We can do that and check when we wake back up if they're still here.
Yeah, but we also just knocked out the
Yeah,
Sheeran
the
here.
Sheeran's still knocked out.
Fire up.
Do we have rope?
I
don't-
have a cable,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
so I'll go ahead and use... Where'd I put it? My cable line. And tie her up.
Okay.
Feet,
AKA
hands.
future rope.
Yes. Feet, hands, everything that she can use to move around.
Okay.
Just tie her up.
All right. So the plan is to bed down for the night. Hope you can wait these things out.
Yeah.
And if they're
And
there...
put up watches, I guess.
Yeah.
Doesn't that increase our rest time if we do like 4-hour watches? Right? It increases by like an hour or something.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever done that.
Yeah.
So I don't know the specifics on that, but there is something in the rules about that.
I mean, I'll take the first watch and try and like get an idea of how these things go about their hunting, I guess.
12-hour rest instead of 8.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, we'll just say it's a nice rest.
Okay.
You could always throw the Sheeran outside as bait.
I mean, honestly, I feel like that's something that I would think of, but if she was the one that told them or antagonized them to bother us...
You do have 2 dead bodies still down there.
It's true. But I feel like they're after our scent. Like, they don't care about these other people. So we might need to think outside of the box on this one. I'm thinking of Walking Dead, take their blood.
Yeah.
Like, so we don't smell like us when we leave. Anyway.
I mean, just because we were the last people in through that way doesn't mean that ours is the only scent that's there, because they also came through the same way.
Right, but based on what Rat saw and what he showed me...
Yeah. No, I know. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, like...
No, yeah, I'm just saying. All right, first watch, I'll take it to see if they're continue to circle for 3 hours.
I'll do the next. I'll take second.
So you're all kind of... you take your watches throughout the night. Everybody gets their rest. About halfway, or towards the end of Domash's watch, you start to see these Kasarks kind of just meander back the direction from whence they came and start to descend down the foothills past the low buildings, the crumpled structures, and make their way back down to the forest, having not been able to find anything.
Who's watch after mine? EP, you gonna do one?
EP is third.
Before Domash goes to sleep, he's gonna report like, alright, they backed off back down the hills, but I just obviously you can't see, but just in case they get within like close.
Where are we bedding down? Like there at the entrance?
I figured the head.
I'm gonna, because since he can only see 30 feet, he's gonna just go to the entrance and then just feel for vibrations.
So much of the rest of the night passes, and you don't detect anything approaching. The moon begins to come back up, since we're traveling at night. And it seems like all is clear at this point.
I'm using my last healing thing for that day, and so I can get back. Did anybody need healing?
I think Rats did.
I think you would get healed by your night's rest. I think everyone else is good.
Yeah, I was just down stamina, which I got
cool.
back. So it's like,
Everyone's back up to full.
alright, time to make this survival check.
I'll try and assist. Right?
Yeah.
Hey, I assisted.
Me too.
2,
I didn't have to
4,
roll.
I assist as well.
6.
Man.
So
This is gonna be the one time you don't roll well.
shut up. That's a casual 31.
The casual 31.
All right.
Listen, I've studied this map like 8 times now.
You don't even need to look at the map anymore.
I do need to look at the map. You always look at the map, the talking map.
I'm the map. I'm the map. I'm the map.
Dora
I'm
the Explorer.
the map.
Oh, I'd never watched that.
I did because I had a sister who watched it.
You had?
Yeah, she's dead now. I also had a sister. She's buried in the backyard.
I I should have said I lived with.
I
the
lived
sister,
with the sister.
is what I meant to say.
Yeah.
She watched the watch.
I was the sister, and I thought it was dumb. Now that we're all back up, I'm gonna look out and see if like those things still aren't around. Because if not, I think we need to go ASAP.
Roll me a perception check.
Only does. Oh boy, way to go!
I hope
Des.
it's not only me, because that's a 10.
Seems pretty quiet.
It's a peaceful night, guys.
Seems
we
very
should go.
quiet.
We only made half a day's progress yesterday, and then woke up earlier, right? So it's not nighttime again.
Yeah, I was thinking it was kind of like 1 or 2 in the morning. So if you got an 8-hour rest, yeah, it'd be kind of like, I guess that would still be kind of middle of the day.
Yeah, so when we wake up after the rest, Rats goes over to Domash, and he just kind of sets the journal in front of him. And he's like, I read through it a couple of times. I don't think... it still doesn't change my opinion on nature. But, your dad was a cool guy.
He kind of like chuckles and he's like, well, you know, Dad always said it's not for everybody, but thanks, man. He's I can't wait to, hopefully I'll get to talk to him for a little bit after this whole ordeal's over. I hope it helped, you know, any little information can help you get through this. And he kind of looks around and goes, to be completely honest, I really don't want to come back here again for a little while at least. But I have I have the route picked out. So I was looking at the map earlier.
Well, since we didn't really get a chance to travel very much last night, I think we should just head out as soon as possible. There was a bit in the journal about some time that your dad spent with some elven spellcasters, and I think I picked up a little bit of something that I could use to help us.
Oh yeah, really?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of crude. It's obviously somebody that doesn't understand magic, but...
It's dead.
I was able to piece together enough of it. I think I might be able to get the spell to work.
Alright, well, I mean, nothing ventured, nothing gained, right?
Yeah.
He's like taking the journal, like putting it back in his backpack, like zipping his stuff up.
And he's like, I also left a little bit of my own experience in there.
He like pulls the journal back out. Where was it at? It was like in the back or something?
Yeah, the very back.
He like flips to the back of the book.
It's like extreme survival.
Rats' extreme survival tip number 1.
Yeah. Rocky overhangs can be used as a temporary shelter in extreme survival conditions. And then at the bottom it says, nature sucks.
Lol.
Lols. With a Z.
Yeah, Domai just kind of laughs and he shakes his head and he's like, valuable input, mate, valuable input. And he like puts it back in his bag.
Yeah, so Rats is gonna gather everybody else around and he's gonna try and cast the spell. He casts Life Bubble on everyone.
Life Bubble! It's gonna help.
Do we, like, see anything happen? Like, does it
I don't
look like
think
a bubble?
is it visible?
Well,
I always assumed
I thought it said like invisible. It says on the Pathfinder version, I think, says invisible.
Well, it says, you surround the target creatures with a constant and movable 1-inch shell of tolerable living conditions customized for each creature. This shell enables the target to breathe freely in a variety of atmospheric conditions, as well as underwater or in a vacuum. It also makes the target immune to harmful gases and vapors, including inhaled diseases and poisons, as well as spells with the harmful gaseous effect. In addition, the shell protects targets from extreme temperatures without having to attempt fortitude save.
Sweet.
And then it's got a list of a bunch of stuff it doesn't prevent. But I can target up to 1 creature per level, so 4. Then the duration is 1 day per level, so 4.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So it makes it easier. So that helps you, Des, so you don't have to die.
I think of, even though EP is from here, because he spent so much time at Absalom Station, he's lost the
resilience.
Yeah.
Like he's
that's why it's affecting him. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Cool.
It's pretty
All
lit.
right, let's try and
I open the door.
get out of here.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
And then get attacked by 14 Kassar.
Oh no.
That's what I'm waiting for.
So long, EP. It was nice.
So you open the door, and for the first time in a few days, you're traveling in sunlight again.
I feel like we kind of brace our eyes, like, oh god, it's so bright.
Yeah. But, I mean, it's got to be interesting, too, because everything is more vivid, more colorful. I mean, you're really able to see what you haven't seen in at least 4, maybe 5 days. Mm-hmm. The way everything was just shadow before. Now you're seeing, again, the true vibrant beauty of this land that everybody worked so hard to protect.
Totally.
Still hate it.
Still sucks. I want to burn it on the ground. Rats
So-
looked over this in front of a knife, like, I can do it.
One slice at a time.
If I crit, it'll...
I'm assuming you guys probably stunned the Sheeran again.
Yeah.
And you make your way down the steps, past the feet of this statue, and everything seems quiet. You continue your journey to the northwest again, and as you begin to walk, you see that the trees are really starting to fade away. The incline is starting to be much steeper, but you've got these rolling hills of grass. There are streams that are coming down, and you kind of follow them up to the peaks of the tallest mountains of the Singing Range. Eventually, after several hours, you arrive at what appear to be ruins. You see these small pyramids, anywhere from knee-high to, twice EP's height and larger, just scattered all throughout the plains of these foothills. Above them, there's like an outcropping where you see this incredibly large building standing imperiously on a promontory part way up the mountainside. This temple is elegantly sculpted of stone with a single domed tower rising from its center. Expanses of the structured, weathered exterior bear scores of tall, glass-paned windows that cause the facade to shimmer in the sunlight. Wide stairs are carved into the rock face, winding back and forth as they ascend to the temple from the ruins below.
Cool.
It's pretty awesome.
Can I make some kind of check
it's like
on the
culture check?
the little pyramids?
You may.
What is it? Assume it's culture?
Is it what?
Is it culture, assume?
Yes.
My computer died, so I think mine's +7.
Oh, I rolled shitty. God damn it. I got a 10.
27.
27.
20.
20 from EP. Okay. You two do recall some information from your datapad that Haquin Zahn mentioned these small pyramids, and he alluded to the fact that these things look like maybe they're tombs. The dead are buried here.
Oh, great.
But with your high rolls, you would almost wonder, based on what you know of Haquin Zahn, really? Dead people here?
Yeah.
Tombstones? And pyramids. They could represent any number of things. Specifically, these things may even look like they're domiciles. The way they're arranged, like a small village.
Interesting.
So you all understand this, and Kima's just looking like, oh, that's kind of nice.
I mean, I rolled a 10, so I think...
Oh, well. I guess I'm gonna kind of keep an eye out to see if I see any movement.
Okay, roll a perception check.
Natural 1.
No. 24.
24. You don't see any unusual movement. This place does not look like it has been disturbed in quite some time.
Okay.
This is, for Domash, this is truly got to be a wonderful archaeological find.
Yeah.
I don't, Rats hates nature. Kima probably wants to get the hell out because it's just killing her.
Yeah.
And EP
But
can't
this,
see.
this thing looks ancient.
He's all he's taking out his own notebook and he's writing what he's seeing down. He's constantly looking around. He's trying to make little sketches of what he's seeing.
Is this so? This is at the end of our 10 hours of travel or whatever it is.
Yes.
We've arrived at this thing.
Yes.
Arrive.
Can we assume that this might be that temple that?
You may. You could refer to Haquin Zahn's recording if you want.
I will.
I was ready.
What tape was it?
It's the last one.
3?
4.
Oh, that was 4.
Yeah, the last one.
So The city in the foothills is a forest of small pyramids overgrown with vines. As with the funerary monuments of lost Osirian, it might be that this was not a place of the living, but a realm of the dead. Initial excavations uncovered multiple stone tiers of fine architecture, displaying skill truly more advanced than the builder's primitive contemporaries. And then the final entry. From the Forsaken City rises a staggering weathered staircase, carved into the mountain beyond, evoking mystical contemplation in all who would climb it. Beyond stands a great temple, whose haunted guardians feasted upon my comrades, forcing us to flee the savage sentinels.
Yeah.
That sounds nice.
Haunted.
Which means ghosts. Maybe.
Oh, this place just keeps getting better.
This is going to be difficult if there are actually ghosts.
Yep.
I don't think we have anything to fight them, right?
You got lasers.
I can't see.
Lasers kill ghosts.
Anyone have a vacuum?
I think a vacuum's actually an item you can get, right?
Maybe. I don't know. I got a tent.
Just lock them in the tent.
We'll trap the ghosts in my tent.
I got a broom. Does that count?
Like an old-timey vacuum.
Yeah. Do we want to rest before we go up there, or do you...
I mean, there's not really a reason to.
No, we can keep going. It's fine.
I'm just worried, but yeah, we have to push on.
I guess we didn't come all this way to quit now.
Yeah, that'd be pretty stupid.
It'd be pretty fucking dumb, yeah.
Kima just stares at rats and, like, really?
Yeah, it would.
Oh, God. All right, fine. Lead the way, rats.
All right.
Don't watch like
Lead the way, EP.
That was easy enough.
like looking at the map still. Like he's looking like, what? But I have the map. I guess like as you guys are walking away, he's still like looking at it and he's like scratching it. And he's like, but he like fuck, he like follows.
EP pats you on the shoulder.
And he's getting real touchy-feely.
Action.
Dude,
put his finger in your mouth.
Don't touch me. Am I a cat to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you look like a big pussy.
The fight you after this record.
Delete.
Like my character? Alright.
Yeah,
So
delete too much.
So was it actually that easy to talk you into leading?
What?
What?
I said lead the way and you were like,
Well, I mean,
okay.
we have to continue. There's no point
Yeah,
in arguing
nobody
about
wants to lead the way.
it. Rangers do.
Power Rangers.
Actually, inside the big temple is just Zordon.
Rangers. Take these power coins.
It'd be pretty lit. I call it Triceratops. No, wait. I don't remember all of them. The pterodactyl one?
Yeah, you get a pterodactyl.
Is that Green Ranger?
You're the pink one.
Fuck! Alright.
Yeah, we start going up the steps.
All right, so Rats is in the lead.
Sure.
Who's following behind him?
I will be.
I guess I'll be after Domash.
EP's
I'll be in the
fumbling
rear.
up the stairs.
You begin to make your way through these pyramids. I kind of wonder, even though you know how Queen Zon's kind of little out there, you're looking at these pyramids. Is this the land of the dead? Is shit gonna pop out and get us? We've been through hell and back, getting just this far. Anything is possible here. Okay, you're making your way through, and it just seems like a ghost town, which may not be all that comforting to
Right.
think of it that way. Eventually, you begin to make your way eastward. This temple high overhead, overlooking this whole area. You find the stairs. They're very, very narrow. You begin making your way up one at a time. Slowly, because these are very, very steep, you get to kind of like a landing area. Kind of opens up pretty wide. You see, like in front of you, there are all of these small sculptures kind of spread throughout. Looks like maybe they had some kind of inscriptions on them, but they're far too weathered and faded to really be able to discern what the meanings are behind them. And then you're kind of looking about and you hear this like... You look like right across the way and you see this body, this humanoid figure lying on the ground, and this enormous creature standing over top of it, eating it.
Oh, what the fuck is that?
And it turns its gaze upon you and stares right at you. We'll see you next time.
We're gonna fucking die.
It's like a big lizard. I would
Make sure to check out our website at adventureawaitspod.com. There you can find links to our Facebook and Twitter and keep up to date when we release new episodes. And a big thanks to Sirenscape for providing music and sound effects. Check them out at sirenscape.com where you can revolutionize your tabletop gaming experience.